partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was his sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole friend, and sole mourner. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the tale that we're going to relate.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
Humbug.
What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Well, who are you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me.
I don't.
What evidence would you have of my reality beyond that of your senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. Why, you may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. Yes, there's more gravy than a grave about you, whatever you are. I have but to swallow this, and be for the rest of my days persecuted by a legion of goblins, all my own creation. Humbug, I tell you, humbug! Mercy, dreadful apparition. Why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? And why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world. Oh, woe is me! And witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness.
You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chain that I forged in life. I made it link by link, yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and the length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was full as long and heavy as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Jacob. Oh, Jacob Marley. Tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. It comes from other regions, Ebenezer Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. Nor can I tell you what I would. A very little more is all that's permitted to me. I cannot rest, I cannot stay, I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walked beyond our counting house. Mark me. In life, my spirit never rode beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing pole, and weary journeys lie before me.
7 years dead, and traveling all the time.
The whole time, no rest, no peace, incessant torture of remorse. bound and double ironed, not to know that ages of incessant labor by immortal creatures, for this earth must pass into eternity before the good of which it is susceptible is all developed, not to know that no space of regret can make amends for one life's opportunity misused. And yet, such was I.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, benevolence, forbearance were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the endless ocean of my business. At this time of the rolling year, I suffer most. Hear me, my time is almost gone.
I will, but don't be hard about me. Don't be flowery, Jacob.
How is it that I appear before you in a shape that you can see? I may not say, but I have sat beside you many and many a day. That is no light part of my penance. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate, a hope and chance of my procuring Ebenezer.
You were always a good friend to me. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and have it over, Jacob?
Look to see me no more, and look that for your own sake you remember what has passed between us.
Possible. It isn't possible that anything has happened to the sun, and this is 12 at noon. Was it a dream or not? The hour itself, and nothing else. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What business brought you here?
Your welfare.
Much obliged, but I cannot help thinking that a night of unbroken rest would be more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed, rise, and walk with me.
I am immortal, and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand here, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
Good heaven. I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
Your lip is trembling, and what is that upon your cheek?
Nothing, spirit, please. Lead me where you would.
You recollect the way?
I remember it. I could walk its blindfold.
Well, strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Let us go on. These are but shadows of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. And look, the school is not quite deserted. A solitary child neglected by his friends is left there still.
I know it. Poor boy. I wish. But it's too late now.
What's the matter?
Nothing. There was a boy singing a Christmas carol at my door last night. I should like to have given him something, that's all.
Dear brother, I've come to take you home, dear brother. To take you home, home.
Home, little thing?
Yes, home, for good and all. Home forever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be that home is like heaven. He spoke so gently to me one dear night when I was going to bed that I was not afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me to bring you. And you're never to come back here. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long and have the merriest time in the world.
Always a delicate creature whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had. You're right.
She died a woman and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True, your nephew.
Yes.
Now, do you know this place?
Know it. I apprenticed here. Why? It's old Fezziwig. Bless his heart. It's Fezziwig alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer! No more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Ebenezer. Let's have the shutters up before a man can say Jackie Robinson.
Ah, a small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small.
Why is it not? He has spent but a few dollars of your mortal money, 10 or 15. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
It isn't that. It isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil, save that his power lies in words and looks and things so slight and insignificant that it is impossible to add and count them up. But then, the happiness he gives is quite as great as it cost a fortune.
What's the matter?
Nothing particular.
Something, I think.
No. I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quick.
Matters little to you. Very little. Another idol has displaced me. And if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have liked to do, then I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
The golden one.
This is an even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing in which it is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion gain engrosses you. Have I not?
What then? Have I not grown so much wiser? What then? I am not changed towards you, am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor, and content to be so, until in good season we could improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You are changed. When it was made, you were a different man.
I was a boy!
Your own feeling tells you that you are not what you are. I am. That which promised happiness when we were one at heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often and how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say. It is enough that I have thought of it and can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
In words, no, never.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another atmosphere of life, another hope as its great end. And everything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. If this had never been between us, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now? Ah, no.
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could, heaven knows. When I have learned a truth like this, I know how strong and irresistible it must be. But if you were free today, tomorrow, yesterday, can you and I believe that you would choose a dowerless girl? You, who, in your very confidence with her, weigh everything by gain. Choosing her, if you were false enough to your one guiding principle to do so, do I not know that your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do, and I release you, with a full heart for the love of him you once were. And you may, the memory of what is past, half makes me hope you will, have pain in this. A very, very brief time, and then you will dismiss the recollection of it gladly as an unprofitable dream, from which it happened well that you awoke. May you be happy in the life you've chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me?
One shadow more.
No more, no more. I don't wish to see it. Show me no more.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Who was it?
Yes.
How can I?
I found a 1903 Indian head penny today.
Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge it was. And as I passed by his window and it wasn't boarded up and I seen a candle lit inside, I could scarcely help but see him. He was alone, quite alone in this world. It was sad.
Spirit, remove me from this place.
Things that are but shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
Remove me. I cannot bear it. Leave me. Take me back. Haunt me no longer.
Come in! Come in, man, and know me better. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You've not seen the likes of me before.
Never.
I have never walked forth with the younger members of my family, meaning my elder brothers born these later years.
I don't think I have. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last on compulsion, and I learned a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my sleeve. There is my own,
Would you apply to any kind of dinner on this day?
to any kindly given, to a poor one the most,
Why to a poor one more?
because it needs it most.
Spirit, I wonder you, of all the things in the many worlds about us, should desire to crack these people's opportunities of innocent enjoyment.
I?
Would deprive them of their means of dining every seventh day, often the only day on which they can be said to dine at all. But you seek to close these places on the seventh day, and it comes to the same thing. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It has been done in your name, or at least in that of your family.
There are some upon this earth of yours who lay claim to know us, and who do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, bigotry, and selfishness in our name, who are as strange to us and our kith and kin as if they had never lived. Remember that, and charge their doings to themselves, not to us.
Spirit, tell me if the boy will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, a crutch without an owner carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, this child will die.
No, no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here.
What then? If he be like to die, he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Man, if man you be in heart not adamant, forbear that wicked cant until you have determined what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Come, there is more to see.
He said that Christmas was a humbug, and he believed it too.
Well, more shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth, and not so pleasant as he thinks he might be. However, his offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say bad against them.
Well, I'm sure he is very rich, Fred. At least you always tell me so.
Oh, what of that, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He don't make himself comfortable with it, and he doesn't have the thought to make us comfortable with it.
Well, I've no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims? Himself always. Here he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't come and dine with us. Well, what's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Indeed, I believe he missed a very good dinner.
It was a lovely dinner, Clara.
Well, I'm very glad.
Do go on, Fred. You know, he never finishes what he begins to say. He is such a ridiculous fellow.
All I was going to say was that the consequence of his taking a dislike to us and not making merry with us is, as I think, he loses some pleasant moments that could do him no harm. I'm sure he loses more pleasant companions in his own mind, in his dusty old office, in his musty chambers. I mean, to give him the same chance year after year because I pity him. He may rail at Christmas until he dies, but he can't help but thinking better of it. I defy him. If he finds me going there year after year saying, Uncle Scrooge, Merry Christmas, how are you? If it puts him in the good vein to leave his poor clerk like $100, that's something. And I think I shook him today. Okay, well, how about a game?
Oh, yes. Let's play yes and no.
I'm not particularly good at games.
Well, we'll let Fred start and show us how it's done.
Oh, yes. Fred is so very good at this game.
Very well, let's see. I've got one.
Okay.
Clara, my dear, if you would begin.
All right. Is it an animal?
Yes.
A dead animal?
No, not even close.
Does it live in a menagerie?
No.
A horse.
No.
A dog.
A dog?
A cat.
No. No.
I found it out. I know what it is, Fred. I know what it is.
Well, what is it?
It's your uncle.
Oh my goodness, Uncle Scrooge!
I must object then. Lily guessed it was a bear. Might as well have been a yes then.
He has given us plenty of merriment, that is sure, and it would be disrespectful not to drink to his health. Here's a glass of mulled wine ready to our hands, and at the moment I say, Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man, or whatever he is. He wouldn't take it from me, but may he have it nonetheless. Uncle Scrooge.
Our spirit's lives so short.
My life upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight at midnight. Hark, the time is drawing near.
I am in the presence of the ghosts of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. But will you not speak to me? Lead on. Lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me. I know. Lead on, Spirit.
Well, I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Oh, last night, I believe.
Why? What was the matter? I thought he would never die.
Oh, God knows.
Well, what has he done with his money?
Well, I haven't heard. Left it to his company, perhaps? Well, he hasn't left it to me. That's all I know.
Oh, it's very likely to be a cheap funeral then. For upon my life, I don't know anybody to go to it.
Suppose we make up a party and volunteer?
Well, I don't mind going if a luncheon is provided, but I must be fed if I make one.
Well, I am the most disinterested among you, for I never wear black gloves and I never eat lunch. But I'll offer to go if anybody else will. Come to think of it, I'm not sure that I wasn't his best friend. We used to stop and talk whenever we met. Look here, old Joe. Here's a chance if we haven't all here three met without meaning it.
Couldn't have met a better place. Come to the parlor. We're all made of free of it long ago. And the other two ain't strangers. We're all suitable to our callings. We're all matched. Come into the parlor. Come into the parlor.
What odds then? What odds, Miss Dilber? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
Well, that's true indeed, no man more so.
Why, don't stand there staring as if you were afraid, woman. We're not going to pick each other's pockets, are we?
Oh, no, indeed, we should hope not.
Very well, then, that's enough. Who's the worse for the loss of a few knickknacks like this? Not a dead man, I suppose.
Oh, no, indeed.
If he wanted to keep him while he was alive, a wicked old screw, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he would have had somebody there to watch over him while he was struck with death, instead of lying there, gasping out like a poor, lonely person.
Well, you know, it's the truest word that was ever spoken. It's a judgment on him.
Oh, I wish it was a little heavier judgment, and you may bet upon it if I had my hands on him.
Well, open that bundle, old Joe, and let me have the value of it. Speak out plain. I am not afraid to be the first for them to see it. We know pretty well that we were helping ourselves before we met here. It's no sin. Open the bundle, Joe.
What do you call this? Bed curtains?
Bed curtains.
You don't mean you're too ringing. You go down ringing low. You're just lying there.
Yeah, I do. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune. You'll certainly do it.
Well, I certainly shan't hold my hand when I can get anything in it by reaching it out for the sake of such a man as he was. Promise you, Joe. Now, don't drop the blankets now.
His blankets.
Yeah, well, who else do you think he isn't likely to take cold, is he?
I hope he didn't die of anything catching, you know?
Oh, no. Don't be afraid of that. I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things if he did. Open it up. This is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
Spirit, I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life ends that way now. Merciful heaven, what is this? If there is any person in the town who feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit, I beseech you.
Is it good? Or bad?
Bad.
Oh, we're quite ruined.
No, there's hope yet, Caroline.
If he relents, there is. Nothing is past hope of such a miracle has occurred.
He's past relenting. He's quite dead. The lady that I spoke to when I tried to get the weeks delay, what I thought was an excuse, was quite honestly true. He was definitely sick, nearly dying.
To whom will our debts be transferred?
I don't know, but before that time, we shall have ready the money. And even though we were not, it would be of bad fortune indeed if we find ourselves to such a merciless creditor as his successor. But we may sleep well tonight, with light in our hearts, Caroline.
Something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me, what man was dead? Before I draw near to that stone which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, to which if persevered in, they must lead, but if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Say it is thus, with what you show me. Ebenezer Scrooge, am I that man who lay upon the bed? fullest intercourse. Why show me this if I'm all past hope? Good spirit, your nature intercedes for me and pities me. Assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all here. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me, I may sponge away the writing on this stone. You live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. I said on my knees, oh Jacob, on my knees. They are not torn down. They are not torn down rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm merry as a schoolboy, as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the world. Hello there. Oh, I don't even know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. Hello there. What's today? What's today, my fine fellow?
You don't know anything!
It's Christmas Day. I missed it. The spirits tell me all in one night. They can do anything they like. Of course they can. Of course they can. Hello, my fine fellow. Hello? Yes, intelligent boy. I'll give you a pretty bar bill this Christmas morning. You just wait right there.
All right.
My dear sir, how do you do? A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I feared it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon. And we have the goodness to...
Lord, bless me, Mr. Scrooge. Are you serious?
If you please, not a penny less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor?
My dear sir, I don't know what to do so much.
Don't say anything, please. Come and see me. Will you come and see me?
I will. I will.
Thank you. I much obliged to you. I thank you 50 times, bless you. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everyone! I've come to dinner. Will you let me in?
Of course, Uncle, of course.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. had no further intercourse with spirits, but it was always said of him that he knew how to man alive possessed the knowledge. And may that truly be said of us.